All right, I'm going to try to show you what I did trying to solve Chapter 6, problem number 5, trying to find a beta risk for a stock. So the book answer is here. I'm going to go ahead and send this to you, include this as an add-on, attachment, sorry. But here's the answer I got. So they use Apple stock and they came up with this answer, which I cannot replicate. So I can't figure it out. So I did some studying up. I did what you guys did. I Googled it, went to YouTube, saw about 5 different videos. They're all basically say the same thing, which I can understood. So let me show you how I think the right answer should be. So here's the S&P values from the data ranges. They wanted from January 1st, 2009 all the way down to October 1st, 2010. So there's about 500 different entries there, okay? So what I did was I went to this website up here and I downloaded the Apple stock prices, okay? So this is how you calculate beta for a stock. You take your closing prices, S&P, that's going to be your x-axis, your Apple's going to be your y-axis, but you have to calculate something beforehand. You have to calculate what we call the returns. So let me show you how to do that. So what you do is you pick a cell, you go to the function bar, you type in equal, parentheses, that's my grandson in the background here. You pick a day, and then you divide it by the previous day, close parentheses, and you subtract 1. That'll give you the percentage of growth or shrinkage. Okay, boom, so that's that one. And we simply we just copy it out like this. We copy it all the way down. This is going to give us the returns on a daily basis for about 20 months. And that's what we're going to make our correlation regression model out of. For some reason, Apple did not report 6 days. I went through there and pulled them out, but the difference didn't even show up, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Okay, so these are the returns, and this is what we're going to make our regression line from. And this part's actually kind of easy, so there's several ways to do this. I'm going to do it both ways. We're going to just simply highlight both columns of data. We're going to go to Insert, Recommended Chart. It always gives you the right one. That is the scatter plot for all this data. You right-click on any point on there. We're going to add a trend line. And over on this side, let me see if I can pull it over for you. Over on this side, we're going to display the equation of the best fit line and the R-squared right there. Okay? And I should have done it already. Let me open it back up for you. Boom. So there is the regression line. Let me make it big so you can see that. So what this means is that the beta risk for this data, for the Apple data compared to the S&P data, is negative 0.03, which is terrible. And the R-squared is 6/10,000ths, which basically means there is no relationship between the closing price of Apple and the closing price of the S&P. So that's the answer I got. I'm going to show you one other way to get this same answer. Let's go up to Data, File. Okay, Data tab. You're going to go over to Data Analysis. You're going to get this bad boy. You're going to pick Regression. So your Y range, make sure your cursor's in there, is your Apple returns. Your x-axis is your S&P returns. S&P returns are the averages, by the way, of all the stocks in the stock field. I think that's NASDAQ right there. And I want the output to be right where we can see it. So how about I5? Shkabam. There it is. Okay, let me clean this up a little bit. But you'll notice we got the exact same thing. So this is the slope here, negative 0.03, and don't care about the y-intercept right now. But the R-squared we want to look at is Yep, 0.000 if you round to 6. So it's basically the same as the other one. So this is my answer, and I'm going to stick to it, is that the beta risk for Apple, with the data that they gave us, is negative 0.03, right? The beta risk is the slope of the best fit line, and R squared tells you how closely related your two variables are, and this says they are not related at all until you get out to the 10,000s, which is not a strong relation whatsoever. So that's it. So anybody that can figure out how these guys got this answer, I will give you super duper extra credit, because this is beyond me. I tried everything. I've wasted hours and hours on this thing. So again, I'm not in love with the book. So again, please watch the video. Let me know what you think. All right, MGZ out.